Hey guys, Love Card here, and today I'm here with another Digimon deck profile. Today we'll be going over the Magnamon deck, Magnamon X to be specific. And this is a deck that was in the showcase for the battle video. So if you guys haven't seen that already, go and check that out. But without further ado, let's get right into this deck profile. So for the Digitamas, we are running 4 of the start deck Digimon. Start deck 8. If you have 8 or more cards in your hand, you get 1000 DP. This is pretty much interchangeable with the Geomon. You can run this at 4 if you want, or you can run this. I think some people also run the Upamon instead, but I kind of like the little bit of extra power to give your armor Digimon when they attack. And since we are running level 5s and 6s in this deck now, I don't think running 4 of these is the most optimal choice. But in the early game, you won't have 8 cards in your hand in order to proc the effect. So it's up to you guys to see how you guys want to change the ratios, but there's that for you guys. Next, for the level 6s, we are running 4 of the Magnamon X Antibody. This is the new one from BT9. So it can evolve on top of a Magnamon for 4 cost, and it has 2 abilities. One of them is just to, during your opponent's turn, if you have armor form or a X antibody underneath, or the X antibody card underneath this card's evolution source, your opponent, when your opponent attacks, you have to attack this Digimon. And the second ability is when this card is deleted, would be deleted, you can put this card on top of your security stack in order to prevent the destruction. So when that happens, your Digimon doesn't get deleted. This card just goes on top of your security stack. So if you have anything underneath, it will stay on top. So it's kind of like an armor purge, except it doesn't have the armor purge ability, and you pretty much get to recover 1 just for him getting destroyed. So overall, he's a pretty good tank card, and it gives this deck a lot more survivability, which was a previous problem for the armor rush version of this deck. Next, for the level 5s, we are going to be running 3 Chimeramon. This is the one from BT8, and you can just Jogger's with 2 of any color level 4s, and then you can grab a level 5 or less Digimon in your trash and put it underneath the source. So it's a pretty good card. I like the fact that he's very generic. So I'm running 3 of these. Of course, we're also running the Shukakumon from BT8. So this one is a Dragas from a yellow and a blue Digimon, and when you Digivolve and you have 5 or less security, you can recover 1. And then if you if you DNA Digivolved, then you can bounce a opponent's Digimon that is the same or less number of your security to your opponent's hand. So for example, if you have 5 security, you can bounce a level 5 Digimon to your opponent's hand. So it's pretty good. Mainly you're just here for the recovery, and even if you don't Joggerus, you can still just recover by Digivolving until level 4, and it'll be 4 costs. So 4 costs is a little bit expensive, but for the recovery, it's actually not that bad. So those are all the level 5s running. Next, for the level 4s, we are going to be running 4 Magnamon. So this is the one from BT8, and it has the blocker ability, as armor purge, and on evolution, you can make this Digimon active again, and then you get power based on how many armor form Digimon you have in your trash. So 2000 power for each. So on evolution, he can turn into a pretty big blocker. Of course, it doesn't make him immune to some of the other effects, but if you Digivolve into this and you still have memory left over, you can go Digivolve into this and he'll keep the power. So it's pretty good. So your opponent is forced to either use an effect to delete him, or they have to stall a turn in order for them to wait for his power to go back down to normal in order for him to be destroyed by battle again. Next, for level 4s, we are going to be running 4 Flame Dramon. So Flame Dramon is your main attack, one of the main attackers in this deck. When he attacks, he gets 3000 power, so pretty standard, and also armor purge. So even when he does die, you can still keep your Vmon. Excellent target for Flame Rocket because you can attack if you live through the first one. That's great. You get your second check, and then just keep attacking. Even if you do die from Flame Rocket during your security checks, your Vmon will still get the extra security check boost. So if you Digivolve into something else, he will also keep that boost. So yeah, we'll go over some combos at the end, but just getting you to know that it's his main attack. And his 3000 power boost does stay even if you do Armor Purge. So if you attack with Vmon, you attack with Vmon after you Armor Purge for some reason, you can find a way to unsuspend the Vmon, or you Digivolve on top of Electromon and use the Davis and Ken. You can unsuspend it, and this card will still be attacking for 8k because it keeps the 3k from the Flame Dramon. So running 4 of the Ray Dramons. This is not as good as the Flame Dramon, but you can still rest at level 4 on the evolution. So it's an okay ability. You can rest blockers if they're playing any, so you can still go for attacks. Next, for the other level 4s, we are running 2 Ankylomon. Ankylomon has a pretty nifty ability. If you play this card and you have a blue Digimon on the field, you get the cost -1. So you can play it for 3. So it's mainly used for joggers plays. And inheritable ability, which is just on attack, you can, if you have if this Digimon is blue, you can -3000 DP. So most of the time it will be blue, so you're gonna get that DP reduction. So it's very good for your Digimon to beat over them. Next, we are going to be running 4 of the Start Deck 8 Vmons. On attack, if you have 7 or less cards in your hand, you can draw 1. So it helps you refill your hand, dig into combo pieces. And it's also one of the main targets for the Chimeramon. Main targets are the Vmon here and the Ankylomon. Alright, next for the other Vmons, we are running 3 of the multicolored check Vmon. So this is on play, you can look at the top 4 cards of your deck and add a dual color card to your hand. And the other one we're playing is the Start Deck 8 Vmon, which helps you search for a free type Digimon. So if you guys didn't notice, almost everything in this deck is free except for the Magnamon, the Chimeramon. Chimeramon is a data type. Everything else is a free type, so you can search for pretty much everything in this deck. Multicolor here is mainly to help you search for your Magnamon, in addition to all your other armored Digimon that have multicolor. So I'm opting for a 3-3 split just because sometimes you're gonna whiff if you use this and you don't search the Magnamon. Sometimes you whiff with this if you search for something that's not dual color. But I think both is good. I like this. I also like the dual color searcher because it has the ability to search for top 4, and this one you search for top 3. So up to you guys. I think mainly people like to run the Start Deck Vmon more, but I like both. Alright, for the last level 3s, we're running the Jamming Vmon. Jamming Vmon is just here for you to get some cheap shots in. Not very good when your opponent has blockers though, but that's okay. We have ways to rest them, so there's that. So that's all the level 3s. As you can see, I'm running a lot less than my previous build, so there is a chance that you can brick. But we're still running more than 12, so the chances for bricking is not super often. I've only bricked like once or twice while using this deck, but anyway, let's look at the Tamers. So we're running 3 Davis. Helps you search for green and blue Digimon on from your top 3. So it's pretty much one of the best blue Tamers right now. And we are also running 2 of the Davis and Ken. So you get a memory at the beginning of your main phase. You get a memory if you have a blue, and you get a memory if you have a green. So if you have Raydramon, you get 2. But most of the time, you'll just be getting the blue one, which is still good. It's still good. And his second effect is also very, very good. When you Digivolve, when you Digivolve on top of a Digimon using a dual color card, you can rest his Tamer to unsuspend that Digimon. So even if you attack with Magnamon and you Digivolve on top with the X Antibody, you can just suspend this to make this card active again, so you can either go for an extra attack, or you can just make him stand there so that your opponent can't beat over him with other stuff. But most of the time with this Digimon, you're probably going to be attacking anyway because your opponent will be attacking into him no matter what. So there we go. Next, for the options, we are running 1 Ice Wall because it is limited to 1 now, so we're just running the 1. Running 2 Flame Rockets. A little bit of extra aggression is also very nice, so running 2 of these. We're running Awakening of the Golden Warrior. So this card is It comes in really handy actually. On your main phase, you can Digivolve one of your armored form Digimon into a Magnamon from your hand, ignoring the color requirement and the evolution cost. And at the end of turn, that Digimon cannot have its DP reduced by effects. So it'll kind of save you from Wyvern's Breath, this card, and the Rapid Mons that are running around now. But it is still prone to pop effects, but that's okay. We have Anybody's effect to go into security, so there you go. And last but not least, we are running 2 of the blue memory boost. This is just to help you search for combo pieces, and also here to help you extend your combo. If you guys saw in the deck showcase, this card came in super clutch, so I think it's a very, very good card. So as you guys can see, this deck, it's very different, actually very different from the previous Armor Rush deck. We're not running any armor textures, just mainly in favor for running a more sustainable and recovery-based deck. Since we are running these Susanomons, not Susanoo, the Shukakumons, we are able to recover now, and the new Magnamon also helps you live a bit longer, so that even when you have, if you go in aggressively, you don't get punished, because after you can use the Awakening of Golden Warrior to digivolve your Flame Dramon or whatever you attacked with into your Magnamon, so that you have a body on the board to protect you on your opponent's turn. And if he gets deleted, it's fine. You just go into trash, or go into the security, and then you keep your armor form or whatever Digimon you have. Unless they have another way to get rid of it, but they're spending more resources to get rid of your cards, and those resources could have been spent using to kill you, attack your security and stuff. So overall, a very, very fun deck to play, and I think it's actually pretty competitive. The main, as I said before, the main problem that this deck had in BT8 was that it was very squishy. It was a glass cannon that was very squishy. But with more survivability in this set, I think you can drag the game for a bit longer, and yeah, you really needed that recovery and just more defense. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this deck profile, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want to support the channel, feel free to use the affiliate links down below, and like, comment, and subscribe to the video. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. This is Card Haku, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!